Today, we're getting inside the mind of the legendary climber Alex Honnold. You know, the guy famous for scaling these massive 1,000-foot cliffs without a rope.
I mean, it's the question on everyone's mind, right? How does a person operate at the absolute limit of human ability, where one tiny mistake means it's all over, and not be completely paralyzed by fear?
Well, science actually has what seems like a simple answer. Back in 2016, they did a brain scan and found that his amygdala, that's the little fear center in all our brains, it just barely lit up. So case closed, right? His brain's just built different. But according to Honnold himself, that's not the real story at all.
Okay, so to really get what makes him tick, we have to look at how he actually sees fear. Honnold argues that his relationship with it isn't about not having it. It's about decades of practice and a completely different perspective. He suggests that because he's been a little bit scared almost every single day for over 30 years, it has totally rewired how he responds to that feeling. Constant exposure has made the terrifying feel, well, familiar. He totally reframes what fear even is. For him, it's not some overwhelming emotion or a command to stop everything. Nope, it's just a sensation in his body. It's a piece of data, just like any other feeling.
And this comparison really gets to the heart of it. For most of us, fear is this loud, blaring alarm bell telling us to panic. For Honnold, it's become this calm, constant signal that he's just learned to evaluate rationally.
He has this brilliant way of explaining it. He says fear is just like hunger. Think about it. When you get hungry, you don't freak out, right? You don't scream, "I need a sandwich this instant." You just notice it and think, okay, I should probably eat soon. Because he experiences fear so often, it's lost that emergency feeling. It's become manageable. So this all boils down to having a process. When that feeling of fear does spike, he doesn't panic. He just holds on, he breathes, and he asks himself, is this fear rational? Is the danger real? And only then does he make a conscious choice to either keep going or climb back down. And this is so important to remember. This whole mindset isn't something he was born with. It's a skill that he forged through decades of relentless, deliberate practice. 30 years. Let that sink in. He's been climbing about 5 days a week for 30 years. That sheer volume of experience just proves it. This isn't some kind of magic, it's the result of just a monumental amount of effort. So you might be surprised to hear that his most powerful tool isn't his crazy finger strength, it's visualization. But he totally demystifies it. He just calls it daydreaming. He makes it sound like something we all do, because it is, just spending time thinking about the things that really matter to you. But his version of daydreaming is incredibly detailed. He visualizes the exact mechanics, left hand here, right foot there. He imagines the physical feeling of a slippery hold, the humidity in the air. He runs through all the what-ifs. He even visualizes the horrible consequences of a fall so he can process that fear way ahead of time. And here's the real kicker. Unlike all the self-help advice out there, he doesn't focus on visualizing success. He's like, who cares about that? That'll just happen. No, you visualize the process, the hard parts, the journey. He believes if you nail the preparation for the climb, the summit will just take care of itself. So if it's not about cheating death or being an adrenaline junkie, what's his motivation? I mean, why would you climb a skyscraper like Taipei 101 on live television? The answer is actually so simple, it's almost refreshing. He does it for the joy of it. He doesn't see it as some death-defying stunt. He sees it as this amazing, joyous act that he just wants to share with the world. In his mind, what he's doing is connected to this universal human thing. It's the exact same impulse that makes a kid scramble up a tree or a play structure. At its very core, it's just about play. But maybe the truest insight into his mind doesn't come from him at all. Maybe it comes from the person who knows him best. His friend and legendary climbing mentor, Tommy Caldwell. According to Caldwell, Honnold's greatest strength isn't his so-called fearlessness or his physical talent. It is his profound, unwavering belief that things are just gonna work out for the best.
And this superpower isn't just for mountains. Caldwell says that Honnold applies the same mindset to everyday life, helping the people around him see that their own fears are also manageable. He just helps them reframe things.
So, when you really boil it all down, Alex Honnold's gift isn't that he was born without fear. It's that he has practiced, for years, the masterful skill of reframing any challenge until it feels possible.
And ultimately, the lesson from inside Alex Honnold's mind isn't just for climbers, is it? It leaves all of us with a pretty powerful question. What if the things that scare us the most aren't actually stop signs, but just invitations to change our perspective?